Sandblasted up. These are the bolts I was missing for my doors, and we got those blasted tonight. Got a little bit of work to do here. I've got a gas tank that I sanded down a little bit, just where there was a few little spots of rust, and it's got some bizarre paint or coating on it. I don't know what the hell it is. Somebody else put it on there, not me. So I'm going to scuff it down, and I've got some epoxy to spray on my second set of steering column components. So we're going to hang those up, and we're going to spray everything with epoxy tonight. So just a couple of little items, and just wanted to hope everybody out there had a Merry Christmas. I know I did. We got to see lots of family. We did a little traveling. I set a record with the Missouri State Highway Patrol last night. That was kind of fun on my return trip home. They didn't appreciate the fact that I was driving well above the posted speed limit. I don't want to tell you how fast I was going before they gunned me, because I don't want to incriminate myself, and I don't brag about driving fast, but it was one of those things that we weren't going to get home till 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted to get the hell home, and the Missouri Highway Patrol was there to make sure that I didn't get home on time. They're just doing their job, right? Whatever. That sucked. It's alright. I'm over it. What else? I saw everybody's Christmas videos. Those were awesome. Darren, I'm glad the Smoking Guns rub made the brisket good. Those guys are world champs. Look them up on Jack Daniels. That's who hosts it. Jack Daniels Barbecue or Jack Daniels, whatever it is. Look them up. They won it. I don't remember what year it was, but they won it. They won the big one. Christmas was good. Santa Claus was good. My wife brought me a white wall tire. So I've got one down, 3 to go. I sent Darren's Andrea, a note this morning or this afternoon wondering about paint for wheels. What kind of paint do you use on steel wheels? Do you just use base coat, clear coat? Or is there something harder that's better to use as a single stage urethane or a single stage acrylic enamel, or something else? Is there something else? I want to match it to the body color of my car, and I want it to be really hard. So I'm thinking sandblast, epoxy primer, high build, do some sanding, and then base coat, clear coat, or something else. So guys, chime in if you got something that works really good. I'd appreciate hearing it. I think the guy's name is Audio Works. There's a guy that I'm subscribed to him, and he makes custom audio stuff, but he does custom fiberglass work for cars. He's doing door handles and door panels and all this stuff. Does some phenomenal work. You guys got to check him out. But I'm going to do on this car, let me grab him, hang on. Here we go. These are the hinge covers for my car. As you can see, they're just ABS plastic. They're crap. These are Volkswagen parts, originals, and they're in bad shape. You can buy new ones, but they're the same kind of crap. I hope you guys can see those. They're just kind of crap. And what I really want to do is use one of these and use it as kind of a starting point. And I want to put a speaker in here and mold it in so that it's nice. And these go right behind the 2 seats, so have speakers basically pointed at the back of your head, which, if I remember right from sound class, the first rule of audio is point the speakers at people. And you can actually hear things behind you, but you can hear things in front of you much better. But I'm going to put those there for the sound. I'm going to put a sub in the back, and I'll probably have either speakers on the lower kick panels or up on the dash. I'm not sure which one. But anyway, I wouldn't call myself an audiophile, but I'm particular about music. I want it to sound good. I don't need it to be real loud. I just want it to sound good. And with the convertible top down, I want to be able to hear it, because I don't hear real well. So I want to be able to turn it up loud enough that I can hear it. So I'm thinking I'll mount speakers in there. But anyway, audio works. Check out his channel, and I'm going to be using a bunch of his tips. He's got some phenomenal videos narrating how he's doing what he's doing, and from mold making to doing the positive casts and on and on and on. Oh yeah, and Tom pulled his EV Jeep in the garage, dude. That's exciting to see. I wanted to turn the camera on here, a little painting, and just kind of get some feedback. Trying to use this more like an airbrush than a big paint gun. So I'm pulling the trigger for air and then just feathering the paint in. So you'll see how slow this goes. So that's just air, and then you'll see the paint come. Here we go. Alright, short night tonight, power hour kind of stuff. A little rattle bomb. Actually, I had a little bit of epoxy left in the gun, and I shot it over the top of this where there were bare spots, and then everywhere else I just hit it with a rattle bomb. This isn't going to see any weather up here. We undercoated the bottom side, rubberized undercoating on the bottom side, and here we go. We hit these little epoxy. And then I feel really bad about this sometimes, but I hit it with rattle bomb, satin black. I think the epoxy is what provides the corrosion protection and kind of adhesion and all that stuff, and the satin black is just to keep the UV off of the epoxy. None of this will really see any UV, and the horns I guess are exposed to a little bit of weather, and so is this guy, just the tail end of him. So anyway, we'll see. I'm not trying to cheapen it up. It's just a matter of I don't have any base coat, clear coat, or single stage of black, which I guess maybe as I start my next restoration, that's one thing I'll have is maybe half a gallon or so of black, and be able to shoot that whenever I need to shoot black parts, because there seem to be an awful lot of them. Here we go. These parts all dried up from last night. Everything feels good, so I think we're going to put together maybe a couple items tonight, maybe the horns and our steering column. I was going to start putting this stuff in the car, but like I said the other day, I think I need to put some bushings under here, or I think we're going to get a little squeak. Before, during, putting her back together. That's the factory finish there. Both of these were sealed up real nice. There's one little spot of rust in there, but I didn't want to take out all the electrical, so we're just going to leave it. There's a couple gaskets that go in here. That's my paint job there. I didn't get the top of this one. Didn't get the top of that one real well, so I'm going to just rattle bomb those real fast after I put this all together. So, but these came out pretty nice here. So I'm going to assemble all this stuff up. I did have to take apart another one to get good gaskets. I had 2 good gaskets out of 4, so I found 2 more in the other ones that I had, so I think that's enough to assemble them. So I'm going to do a little bit of assembly and then we'll come back. This is the nice thing about having two of everything. I took these apart and I started putting it together, and I figured, you know, the lock washer goes on, you know, this goes on, lock washer goes on, whatever. Then I pulled out my other one there. I don't know if you can see that guy. Looked at it, and that's not the way it goes on at all. The lock washer goes on first, then this guy, and it goes on this way, stamp up, and then this guy. So, always nice to have a reference. Okay, we just hit these with a little rattle can on the edges where we didn't have paint, and I'm going to let them dry. I was going to put them in the new boot. I've got a new rubber boot, but I noticed they were getting some fingerprints on them from me handling them. The paint's just not cured up yet, and I don't want to sit and... These are okay. They can be fingerprinted up. They're not ever going to be seen. But my next move was to do the steering columns that are hanging up over there, and my guess is I'll fingerprint those up too if I handle them. So we're just going to call it a night. That's unfortunate. Just kind of got out of here, but you know, that's okay. I got other things to do tonight, so we'll call it good. We'll cut it right there. No!